Hey Ronnie, thank you so much for inviting me. I am so excited to be here and to share with you all how to create your lead magnet in a simple and easy way using Canva. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I'm going to be showing you all how you can actually incorporate certain themes and mix them all together, and wherein you will be creating a much more wonderful lead magnet for your audience to enjoy. So for some of you who might not be familiar with lead magnet, it's basically like the freebies that you download when you sign up into a certain website because you want to get all the tips, all the steps, all the checklists or the workbook. And as a business, you then end up collecting the emails because they were able to provide their information, and you provided them with a freebie or the lead magnet for your business, right? So first thing off is that majority of the people I've find out is they design using this first thing, which is the A4 document. So if you're actually going to go and click in the document side, you'll be seeing a lot of templates that you can start off. So as I've mentioned, A4 document provides you some basic covers that, as you can see, is just like normal, just like really just like a regular type. But one of the key things that I really like to use is in the document section is actually the magazine cover. And here's the key thing: if you haven't figured out, some of the magazine cover has like multiple pages under that certain design, which you can actually incorporate for your whole lead magnet, right? So this is basically what we currently have. So normally a lead magnet is 8.5 by 11, which is a bond paper size. And what I do is that I divide this one into three main sections, which is going to be the cover, the body. Sometimes the body corresponds with either table of contents. It has, like, for example, you have table of contents, the body that you have, you're going to talk about it, and then also the ending as well, right? Which is going to be like the last part of your lead magnet, the closing. So you have the opening, the body, and the closing of your lead magnet. All right, so we are going to be selecting a certain template here. So you're going to click templates here, and then it will give you all the different types of magazine covers that you have. And then if you actually go through and click some of this, for example, for this one, you see that there's one of five. So there are 5 pages in this if you click this. And if you actually click on apply all, it will actually apply on all of the pages that you have. So you can see it here, right? So those are all there, and then you can either just change it up with your branding, incorporate some of the amazing images, imagery, colors, fonts, everything that is on brand with your business as well. So we are going to select a cover, and then for example, we're going to go with this design. We're just going to remove the filter here so that we can see that one. We are just going to add some of your title in this section as well. All right, so we are just going to change that one there and gonna be moving it around in a little while. And let me just go with the spacing, remove a little bit more of the gap there. So before I touch anything there, what we're gonna do then is going to select the next page, right? So the next page is something that we can surely use. We can either put the table of contents. I'm not going to select it from here. I'm going to go to another template that is within this magazine cover templates, right? So we are going to look for something that I kind of love the look and see how we can compare it. Let's just see here. Right, here we go. So I kind of just want this type of table of content, right, from out of the 5. Let me just use that one. And then another thing that I would like is with my lead magnet, I want some areas that has like either some sections that people can actually write their notes, or some tables that I can incorporate. So what you're gonna do is gonna go back to the home page, right? And then you can actually research for templates, which is worksheet. It will then give you multiple sets of different types of worksheet as well. What I want to do is that just grab certain elements in the worksheet that is here and that I can incorporate with my lead magnet that I have. So the very first thing that I would like to have is basically like lines of 3 sections with a header, and then with sections that they can write, because that's something that I would like them to really have as well, and maybe just some lines too. So why don't we just choose this one? So what you can do is that from another tab, right, with an existing template, you can either just go ahead and do the whole mouse and copy it. You can either do right click, copy, or you can just do ahead and go Control C once you highlight that one, right? But I'm not gonna use this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this, and I kind of like this lines here that has been created. So I'm gonna go ahead and Control C here and then transfer it in this side. So I'm just gonna leave it at first, like I'm not redoing anything. I'm just compiling first the whole look of the whole lead magnet from a multiple set of pages, and then that's where I'm gonna do the changes that I would like to do. Then after that, I would like maybe add another page, maybe from here, or maybe you found somewhere else, that would be fine too. And what you have to look is that, for example, 1 of 5. So anything that has 1 of 5, if it's just free, it just means like there's only one page of design there. There's no multiple pages. So as you can see here, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I want to choose for page number 4 for my lead magnet is this one, because I want to emphasize maybe a little quote in this section. And then page 5, maybe I want another worksheet, right, in my lead magnet wherein they can work on some of my tips and they can take note of some notes that I have. And I am looking for like a block, not just lines, that I can incorporate. So there are a lot of options that you can see. The main goal is that you want it to have the relationship, right? They all look good together after you have collected a bunch of them as well. And this is the thing about it, it's just really just having that good eye and just selecting some of the stuffs that you can incorporate. So this is what I'm currently looking for. So I just need actually this section here. So these are just the things that I need. Let me go ahead and just copy this part. So you see, you can actually just copy certain parts from another template. Go ahead and copy it, Control C, put them here in this page. Let me remove the background, and I just want to leave it that way. So just adjust it accordingly. And then we're just gonna fill it up later on to really make it more amazingly designed that they look good together. So the very next thing as well is maybe I want something with an image here and also a text here. So let's see what we all have here as well on our designs here, and just look for something that has that option as well. So you can always just, like for example here, 1 of 5, see if you have a certain layout that you would like to have. It just takes a little bit more eye on what you have, because then later on we will be able to really incorporate each of the elements and fix things up and work with everything correctly. So this is what I wanted out of this. All right, I kind of like that one. I'm gonna change that later on. I'm gonna make sure all of the fonts are connected. And then for page 6, find again another thing that you would like to have, maybe around here. I kind of like this style here. All right, I'm gonna maintain that one. And then on the next, I wanna talk about maybe some basic steps. So let me just start from that. Send that a little bit. Side, maybe adjust that one there. And then I'm gonna go again here, and I would like to have lines and basically 3 sections of a line or lines. I want this 3 sets here. So again, you can just highlight the sections that you would like, Control C, and then add that one there, right? And then we will adjust everything of that later on. And then maybe on the 9th page, I want something that has to do, maybe tell me a little bit more about my business as a closing, towards a closing already. I kind of really like this design. Later on, we're gonna make things a little bit more cohesive with everything, right? So this one is gonna be page 9. And then let's go ahead and create something. Let's go with photos. All right, we are going to be focusing more on, let's see and talk about wellness, right? And then let's go with yoga. So the last part usually is going to be like my closing, like a closing remark for the design, right? So I'm just gonna find maybe this one here. Maybe she's the owner of the yoga studio, someone who's actually giving you the freebie. And I just want to emphasize more of some key elements there. And let me just copy here. This is also what you can really do, is just copy some key elements and adjust it accordingly. Right? Let me just adjust that one. And then I'm gonna add some text here. Let me copy that. So what I do first is really just create first a certain template that I can work around. And then from there, I then adjust it accordingly as per brand, as per look, as per the theme that you would like to create, either starting from scratch, but really doing what you currently have. And let me just adjust that one too. All right, over here, and just maybe just a little bit there. And some of the colors that we have later on is what we are gonna adjust. So now we currently actually have 10-page worth of different design that we are going to create. So let me go ahead and change all of this into a much more cohesive layout. It's from different templates, putting them all together as one and building them into a wonderful, amazing design for your lead magnet. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial, and we are so excited to actually see what you create with your lead magnet.